Hello guys, my name is CryptoKeep. Welcome to CryptoKeep's Trading Hub. How are you doing? And I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. So today I want to be talking about the Deriv broker. This is another request video and I'll be showing you how you can register with Deriv and simply trade the available assets on MT5. Now, most of you don't know about Deriv. Deriv, they are the sole provider of these synthetic indices. You might have heard of Volatility 75, Volatility Indices, Boomer Crash Indices. These are the provider of those indices. This is not to say they do not offer other assets to trade, such as forex, stocks and stock indices, cryptos, commodities. They do, but they are well known for their synthetic indices, most especially the Boomer Crash Indices and the Volatility Indices. And as you can see, all these assets are artificial assets, hence the name synthetic, just to emulate the real life markets. And the volatility indices just emulates the real market data when volatility comes into the market, when there is lack of volatility, and when bad or good news happens, just as it is. Whereas the crash and boom indices just emulates the bad and good side of the market. When there is a bad fundamental or FUD and the market crashes, that is what the crash index emulates. Whereas when there are some good fundamentals or good economic development and then the market booms, that is what the boom indices represents or emulates. So you should just read some little more about this, and if you want to register, you just have to click create free trading account. Then once that is done, it takes you into the account platform. This is not where you'll be trading it. You'll be trading it on MT5, either on the web version or the PC software. So once that is done, if you come to the right top corner here, you should have demo activated. If you want to trade with demo, you can just create or add synthetic under the MT5 accounts. Once that is added, then you can add some funds into it, which you can then use to trade or master the market. But if you want to trade with real accounts, then you click on real, then you should add a Deriv account first, which means you should create either the US dollar account or crypto based account. Then also you should add the MT5 account under synthetic. If you want to trade forex, gold, stocks, then that will be done under the financial. So to create an account here, let me just show you a sample of that. If you want to create a crypto based account, meaning if you want to deposit cryptocurrency into your account, then you should create a crypto based account. You can create a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Tether Omni, Tether ERC20, and some others like Litecoin. Okay, they seem unavailable at this particular moment. Not unavailable actually, but I already have them. Then if you want to create a dollar account, you can just create a dollar account, pound, euro, pound, or Australian dollar. I already have a dollar account too. So if you want to deposit cryptocurrencies, just select the crypto you want to deposit, either Ethereum, Litecoin, or USDC or USDT, and click deposit. It takes you to the cashier where you can then deposit cryptocurrencies. Mind you, if you have created a Litecoin account, then you want to deposit Litecoin. If you have created a Tether account, then you want to deposit Tether. But then, if you have created a real USD account, then you can switch to USD account there. Then you can then click and deposit, and you see your deposit options. You have your Visa, MasterCard, Perfect Money, Skrill, and Co. With all the amounts of limit you can deposit. You can also process withdrawals. You can do payments against to make either deposit or withdrawal. Then once you have deposited money to your account, Then here, and you have created your DMT5 account, and you have created your DMT5 account here, then you will transfer that amount you have. Like now I have some cents in USDC account, then now, but I don't have DMT5 account on this particular account. So you transfer whatever amount you have deposited into your DMT5 account. If I have a DMT5 account here, then it will be here, it will be listed. Then you can just select it and do transfer to it. But mind you, if you are transferring money or if you have made a deposit with crypto, then you want to read this as they mostly charge 2% fee, conversion fee from crypto to DMT5, because DMT5 is denominated in USD. So once you have transferred your money into your crypto, from your crypto or from your USD account into your MT5 account, then you can then proceed to the MT5 account to trade. And once you're on the MT5 account, on the left you see some of the indices or assets they offer, which is the boom 1500, crash, jump, volatility index. This is not all. If you want to see all, just right click on it and choose symbols. Then this will show you all the available assets. But the most common one are the boom and crash and the volatility index. So once you're on this page, you can just click on one of them to read the asset specifications. This is where you see what is the minimum volume, which is lot size you can trade on this asset, and the maximum lot size you can trade or open at a particular time. So here the minimum volume is 0.001 for V75, and max amount you can enter the trade with is 1 lot. Then the volume limit in total, the total amount of positions you can have is 2 lots. And if you do not know the value of this lot size, just take it to, like you take Bitcoin. Bitcoin is valued in US dollars. So just take it that this volatility, just take it that these volatility indices are also valued in dollars. As you can see on the right hand side, those are priced in dollars. So take it that one volatility 75 1S at the current price is 8,000 plus. So if your minimum lot is 0.001, just multiply 8,000 plus by 0.001. But this is 75 1S. It's quite different to 75 index itself. The 1S behind some of these assets shows that one tick is generated every 1 second, whereas the ones without the 1S at the back of it is 1 tick generated every 2 seconds. So the one with 1 second is faster, which also means more volatility. And here you have the volatility 100 as well. So if you want to create orders on this thing, here you have to log into your account first. You have to come to accounts, then log in to trade account, then fill in select the broker, enter your username and the password you've created when creating an DMT5 account. You can close this as they're not important. So if you want to create another, probably you have done your analysis and at this point you want to place a pending order. There are ways you can do that. You can come to the tools on top and click on new order, whereas you have the options, market execution, pending order. Then the type of orders you want to make, is it a buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop, buy stop limit, blah blah blah. You enter your volume, which is your lot size. Then you enter the price. As you can see with this arrow or this cursor, I can't see the price, so you can just use a cross here, place it on that particular point and look to the left, or sorry, to the right. There you will see your price. Then enter your price. The same thing when you want to place your stop loss, enter your stop loss. The same thing for your take profit, then you place it and you place order, then it gets placed. But mind you, if price is currently at the zone and you want to place a limit order at that exact price, it won't go through. I'm going to show you very soon. Another way you can place your order is just to right click anywhere in the chart, and you have trading, then you have new order. That is if you have the criteria correct. Then you fill it and then you place your order. Another way is assuming I want to enter price below this low for a sell, let me say a sell stop. This is one click trading. Before I go to that, if you right click anywhere in the chart, you see one click trading. So you can enable that to have this enabled. And that means you can just enter a buy or sell or market. This uses market order. So if you want to say place a sell stop below this price, if I believe that one price comes below this low, it's coming back to this zone. Just right click. Here you have a buy limit, but that is not what I want. So come to trading, then place sell stop. The volume I'm choosing to trade with is here because I've preset it on this particular one-click trading. So if I want to, I can place my mouse on it, right click it to modify it, because I just placed the pending order without stop loss. Then I can look at where my stop is going to be and then fill it in, then modify. So let me delete this. If I want to play a buy stop above price, if I believe once price breaks this side, it's going to continue up, then I just right click and do trading buy stop. I can then choose to edit it, make sure it's shown. You can also drag this. You can drag it up, you can drag it down if you think, okay, I want to be filled at this point, but mind you, it's filling by market, or you want to bring it closer. So you can choose to drag, then modify to enter your stop loss and take profit. Then another thing is, I've shown you for pending order, I've showed you for sell stops and buy stops. Then let's use one-click trading. So one-click trading is when you, as I think maybe it's breaking out and you are seeing it live that is breaking out, then just click on buy. You are automatically filled. So here now you don't have to right click to modify to set your stop loss and take profit. This is an easy way you can do. Now you are already filled in the market. If you are not yet filled, it won't work. So just come to where you have the order line and drag it down. As you can see, the line is no longer green but red. And if you look to the left, it shows you SL, which means stop loss. Then if you mouse over on it, it shows you the amount of money you are making or losing at that point. Now, if you want to set your TP, maybe you want to leave the PC or workstation, then just click on the order and drag it up. Since this is a buy order, if you try to be short, dragging up will be stop loss, dragging down will be take profit. So just look to the left and you say TP, take profit. If you mouse over on it, then it will show you the amount you'll be making at that point or losing at that point. So at that point it says 29 in profit. So that is for one-click trading. Or if you choose to, like, okay, buy limits and you just wait for it to fill, then once it fills or once it's filled, then you just drag it down to place your stop loss. But now as it's not filled, if I drag it down, I'm just changing the buy price line for the order or the price I want to buy. So that is it. You can also choose to cancel this. You can also choose to cancel this by coming down here. As you see, stop loss, take profit. So you can choose to remove the stop loss and take profit. And then you have your order. The one thing, if you're scalping, probably maybe on the 1 minute, because if you look at this asset, from the moment it broke out from this zone, it has not offered any tangible retracement. Just look at the 5 minutes. It came into the zone, boom, no retracement. And you may be waiting for a pullback to retest for longs for you to pick your order. But then it's going. This can jeer you into FOMO. And as you know, FOMO is not good. So the moment you have filled, maybe you FOMO enter and you want to protect your entry immediately. Then you set stop loss and you drag your stop loss up to here. As you can see, it's not allowing me. Assuming you jump right in here and you want to protect your entry by dragging your stop loss, you first drag it down to make it a stop loss, then you drag it up to protect entry. But because it's too close to the current price, it's not allowing me to drag it up. I do not know why. In crypto, I think you can set your stop loss even right on the current price. But this one now, it has opened another candle. Now let me drag it below the candle. Now it's an entry, but I'm still losing at that point. It's not allowing me to drag it just below that particular point. Maybe here will work. No, it's not working. So as you can see, you are trying to make some money, and then you do not want to lose because you know you made a formal entry. So you want to protect your entry immediately, but then it's not allowing you to protect your entry. Maybe it's because of spread or something, I don't know. But you might think you have protected your entry, but then it's a lie. You haven't done anything. And you see these price lines? The blue line is the bid. The red line is the ask, which means if you are long or you are buying, it is the red point that it will fill you. So if you have your order at this particular price line and it comes back to fill you, don't be surprised that you won't get the exact same price you wanted. Just get a bit lower. And if you are selling, or if you are jumping in your market, maybe price is currently at this point, you'll be filled at the red one. But if you are selling, you'll be filled on the blue one. That is just spread. So let's try again. Let's see if this will allow me to protect the entry. It's not. I can't drag it. It's not going. It's just giving me some kind of boom, boom, some sound, showing me it can go. Then another thing, if you want to take some assets off, just double click on here to open up. Then assuming I want to take out half of the position, then I just, this is 0.1, I guess 0.2. Then I click close by market, and as you can see, it has closed half of my position. I was having 0.426, now it's 0.226. If I want to take another half out, you just have to double click on that, then maybe 0.1. But you have to be mindful, then close. It has closed again, or they did not. Okay, it has closed. You have to be mindful. If the minimum lot size on this asset is 0.4 and you are long on minimal asset, there is no way you can take 50% out. You just have to close everything. And then if you right click on some of these tabs, you can see a lot of things: close position, bulk operations, close up positions, blah blah blah. Or you can use trailing stop. You just have to look at these things and just play with it. So that is the way this is. It's not hard. And if you want to change assets, you can just go through a lot of assets. This is jump, and this is boom and crash. Okay, this is boom and crash. So let me go to the 1 minute time frame here. As you can see, we have boom, boom, then we have some little ticks down, then another boom. This boom candles is just showing that probably there is good news in the market, and so it's pumping heavily. But don't be tempted with these moves. It looks like it's easy to make money, but it can also be deceiving. So you just have to play around. And if you want to customize your chart, just come to right click properties. Then you can choose to customize it as you want. All this I have on watermark are indicators. Most of these things do not come with the chart, they're indicators. And you just have to look at through your windows. You have some default indicators, you have objects, like you have these bars. But the problem is you have to hold it down and drag. Okay, assuming now I want to place another and I want to get the distance to stop loss. So this is what I have to use. I have to use a crosshair. So place it at the point of entry, hold it down and drag. Since I've been using MT5, my finger has been giving me some pains. it's not as easy to use, it's not friendly to use like TradingView. But then you can also use TradingView implementation to trade these assets. But the problem here is that when MT5 is receiving data quickly, the TradingView implementation is receiving data with delay. And then sometimes you have some price discrepancies between the TradingView implementation and MT5. Probably you check this high on MT5, it's telling you maybe $1.2, and TradingView is showing you 1.5 or 1.0. So I've noticed that price discrepancies and the delay in receiving data. So you just want to be mindful of that. But overall, it's great to use. But then you cannot go on all the time frames as you want. As you can see, there is no weekly on here. So it's limited. It's limited. It's limited in a lot of ways. But it still works. But if you're comfortable with MT5, you just have to look around and play with it. Most of these things you can modify. You can choose to move them around. You can choose to customize them as you want. So that is MT5. But then I'm not an expert on MT5 to start giving MT5 lessons. And here you have your exposures. Maybe the market you're exposed to, your amounts, balance that is in the market. Then you have your history, then news. If you like news, you just have to look around and play with this. But that is not what I'm here for. So you just have to analyze your markets and don't be tempted by the fact that it doesn't pull back. But if you have a way you can enter the market, sure, why not? Because this void a lot of imbalance. It will be filled at one point, maybe soon, maybe later. So that is it about trading with the synthetic indices on Deriv. Its analysis is the same across board, like I do say, and these assets they follow technical analysis. News do not affect them, which makes it good. You do not want to embed fundamental analysis in your trading style, so these assets are good for you. So that's it about the Deriv broker and trading synthetic indices on them. Thank you for watching.